Hey y'all, hey, it's me, Portia, your host of Lifin podcast, and I'm here once again with part number 2 with the lovely SheVante Walker. Woo, woo, woo! Yes, our last conversation about church hurt was amazing, and we could have just kept going and going and going, but we had to cut it off, okay? So now we're here to talk about after all of the hurt and pain that came from that experience, right? Where are you now?
Okay, I'm figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped trying to have it all figured out. I think that just comes with conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm more so living in the moment now.
Yes.
And pay, like we were saying before, pay attention to my body. What feels good for me, what doesn't feel good. I'm in a redefining because the woman who I was in my 20s is not this woman today. Mm-hmm. I promise you, I never would have had the courage to talk about those things, to open up about my story. This is a completely different woman.
Yes.
And I think that just comes with being intentional about, when I made a decision to leave church, mm-hmm. one of the things I said to myself was, you have to save yourself. Because you've lost yourself, mm-hmm. basically. Mm-hmm. All of this. So you have to save yourself. You got to redeem that girl. So that's why I always refer to healing the woman in my 20s. Mm-hmm. Because that's real life for me. Mm-hmm. But I'm figuring it out as I go, and I'm allowing myself to explore what my beliefs are. I question a lot about what I was taught, about what I was forced into believing. Mm-hmm. And I'm really, really, really a stickler now of aligning those things with my personal beliefs, my personal values. Mm-hmm. And it's really such a blessing to have your own personal values and not being fed everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being forced and into indoctrination,
yes.
Undoing
mm-hmm.
minds and things that you learn that just, it don't make sense. It don't apply. Some of the stuff we learned in school.
Yeah.
Why we have to learn that? Because where are we applying that now?
Not near nowhere. Not near. Trigonometry, where?
Appreciate the moment because you learned something.
Yeah.
It doesn't apply to, and I had to see that that's okay. Mm-hmm. In a redefining, you have to be okay with unlearning. You got to be okay with letting some things go. You have to be, okay with starting new.
Yes.
And not having shame in that. I used to be scared and ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
Am I turning against my beliefs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I say I'm ashamed to say that I'm a Christian, am I gonna go to hell?
Yeah.
But it's no, I am a human being. I'm a person. I feel like God put me here for a purpose, and I can never get to what that really is. I don't look at purpose as a destination anymore. Mm-hmm. It's a journey.
Yes.
I'm living out my purpose. Just me breathing has purpose in it.
Yes.
I have a pulse to have purpose.
Period. That's so real, because I think what made me come to a realization of purpose was losing some people, especially our age range. And it's well, God, why would you? They didn't get to live a full life, a long life or whatever, but they fulfilled their purpose on this earth, regardless if we want to believe it or not. Even a baby, they fulfilled their purpose on this earth. So you said, it is a journey. It don't necessarily have to be one particular thing, and that's this is the big no, it's a journey. I had to go through what I'm going through in order to be here today, even now. This is a part of my purpose. This is a part of the journey, so that's so true. That's so true. I like that. I like that for real. Yeah.
You really gotta just be open to, I don't know, kind of what life brings you and how you respond.
Mm-hmm.
To those things. Whereas before it was this approach that I just knew had to know certain things. I'm more so, I guess you call me just a free spirit now, because take life in strides. Like that's and I'm very intentional about like manifesting things. Yes. So everything that I have now, my place, my job, all of that, I spoke that stuff into existence. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of purpose as well.
Yeah.
What do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? What do you? And it's okay if that changes, because sometimes it, you know, changes certain things, certain desires. You may not want what you want in your 20s.
Yeah. But that's
if I can do away with it, I'm okay.
Right. But that was all a part of the journey. Like I said, the trials and tribulations led you to this point. Like, had you not experienced that stuff, you may not have gathered yourself to this point to be like, okay, this is, now I know for real who I am, what I want, and this is how I want to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Before, you was kind of like, listen to other people trying to figure it out, you know.
I still was trying to, it really was an attack on my womanhood, honestly. And like, coming into that, I was confused about who I was. You know, so I wanted to take on this, I'm just going to be super holy mentality. And it's like, baby, that's fluky, because it's not even real. It's not. Like, you still going to have urges.
Mm-hmm.
You're still going to be tempted.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want to scratch that edge.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you know, I don't know if you know this fully or not. Like, I kind of like followed you throughout your journey.
Yeah.
Like you, I remember when you were, you know, in your pure time or whatever, not to say you're impure. I'm just saying when you were going through that, abstaining phase. Right. And you know, released the journal and everything like that. And I was like, I'm here for it. Like, let's speak. Like we finna do this, girl. Like, you know, because you definitely was speaking to me too. Like, I was in a similar situation. This was before my marriage and stuff like that. And just trying to figure out who you are as a Christian woman in this world. And, you know, I felt like I was living two different lives for sure. Like, I came to a point because I was around a group of people that made me think it was okay to live this way, but still go to church and still be up there. Like, we going out, kicking and partying, getting drunk, and till 4, 5 in the morning, I gotta be at church at 8, and I'm going to church kind of hungover. Okay, like alcohol still coming out my pores. Okay, like we have to go through those phases of life to kind of like get to the nitty gritty. I wasn't even fully comfortable then with that. And it had to do with my religion, obviously, but it was more so like an undoing of myself. And I had to experience that to appreciate who I am outside of what everybody else saying I need to be doing or whatever, if that makes sense.
That was a lot of it too, is fulfilling like a purpose or a destiny that wasn't even really for me. I don't think I was made to like live in a box, and it's easy just to create your own theologies and all this stuff, you know, based off of, I don't know, purity was a thing. Like, it was a moment, like it was cute, but I don't think
it ain't
reality. It's just not. And like you said, I felt like I'm fake, because girl, I like sex, I like you know, certain things, like, it just don't, anything that's so extreme like that, like, question. I was really an extremist, and I'm just like, I didn't see where it was beneficial for me anyway, because I had people behind the scenes fighting me getting married anyway.
Still, like,
what was all of this for?
Right.
What is all of it for? But I take from those moments, like you said, and I appreciate my journey, because I know a lot of women like followed me and all of that. I did have a moment where I felt like I may have disappointed people, but I would rather you I would rather you hate me because I'm living in my truth than love me for a lie.
That part, SheVante. Say it for the people in the back.
Still ride and rock with me, you know what I'm saying? But I lost a lot of people's probably respect or whatever. And that was a huge thing for me because I was a huge people pleaser.
Yep.
And I wanted people to like me, and I wanted to be seen in a certain image. But when it came down to it, I have to save myself from this because there are things about religion, there are things in the Bible that some of that stuff just don't add up. Like, I just don't think some of that stuff applies to my values and my
or today's time.
I was morphing into something that I'm like, I don't even know who this person is. Like, it's like two separate people, and that became too much to manage. So at the end of the day, I'm just gonna go with who I am. If you rock with me, you do, cool. If not,
I think when when you came to that point to show more of the actuality of it all, I was like, okay, like, because again, we are trained to present a certain thing opposed to actually like living it out. And that's kind of where I am, that was kind of like why I started this podcast or got the confirmation from God to like go forth, because I'm like, so many, if I had somebody telling me that what I'm experiencing or have experienced would have happened in general, it probably would have saved me a lot of headache and a lot of turmoil that I didn't necessarily have to go through had I not went into it with like everything's gonna be sunshine and rainbows when you become married, or like, and I'm just speaking on the marriage part. This is just applying to a lot of different things in life, but have people been more open and honest instead of presenting like, this is the best thing ever, or even being a mother, this is the best thing ever. Like, oh my gosh, like if they would have just been honest and said, yes, it can be the best thing ever, but it also has another side. Like, you also may experience this and you also may experience that. And that's okay too. That's a part of the journey, instead of making you feel outcast or wrong for experiencing such things. Well, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Obviously, maybe I'm not worthy of marriage after all. Maybe this is not, you know what I'm saying? Like, like just be honest about the journey. Like, show people like, yes, that happened at once upon a time, but just like everything has its highs, it has its lows as well. But that don't mean you got to stay there. Like, you can always rise from the ashes. Like,
you're always going to evolve.
Yeah.
And that's something I can just like, embrace and accept. It's like, it's just part of evolving. And sometimes what once worked for you, it may not work for you.
It may not work
for me. There was a major influencer. And people used to compare me to her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But she's so fake. To me, she's a fraud.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way that you just that happy for Jesus all the time. Like, it's just a lot of stuff just
not lining up.
I start getting turned off about things. I'm like, I don't really fully believe in this because I don't know what the expected end is. When women go through purity journeys, we are taught that expected end is gonna come with a husband. It's gonna come with this and that. But let me tell you this: I've dated men of the cloth, and they were the worst relationships that I've been in. The worst. So just because you save yourself from marriage does not mean that you're gonna get a man who is not abusive, who is not, not gonna have issues and demons. And I think that right there was like the main thing. And like, I'm looking at my relationships and stuff, and I'm like, some of these men are
trash.
And they carry a cloth, so you feel like you can trust them, and you know what I'm saying? You feel like, oh my God, like this is from God, like this is confirmation, this is it. So I feel like the culture can be misleading.
For sure.
And I want to, as a personal standard, that's why I say values and standards are so important. Because if that stuff does not line up, get rid of it. I don't want to mislead men thinking that they're going to find a Prince Charming because they didn't have sex for 5, 6, 7 years. That's not true.
And the crazy
perception behind it.
Exactly. And it's even more deceiving because y'all want us to be pure, but they out here running through any and everything.
Absolutely.
And if we are spirit beings coming together, how am I coming in with a pure spirit and you coming in with everybody else's spirit too? Like, that don't make sense. Why I got to be the one?
After time, and I don't want no parts. I do not want to be responsible for a woman getting married. She kept herself. She was holy, pure, chaste, loved Jesus, on fire, all of that, and she did with some man who abuses her. You know, I couldn't live with myself, so that's why I broke myself out of purity culture, because it's not real. It's not. It's not. It's something to be extreme about. Like, it was cute, you know, for the moment, but I'm like, I couldn't be responsible for that. And I had the opportunity to date men who were not saved, who were saved, and, you know, who were ministers.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about them titles. It does not matter. They're still human. Hello, I know. I'm
not saying that, like, because I see some wonderful relationships with men who
absolutely
are happy, you know, and they love their wives, they do right by their families and stuff like that. But I feel like I've seen more worse situations. So I just couldn't stand behind something that I just didn't believe in anymore. Like, this on the line, you know.
So with you breaking out of the whole purity culture and all that type of stuff, do you feel like, because you said that it wasn't in alignment with who you were at this moment, right? But do you feel like, when did your confidence and self-esteem start to heal?
Ooh, I think working through that, because I carried a level of guilt and shame. Like, I felt like I was letting down a whole bunch of women and all of that. I think my confidence came from the refusal to live in a lie and to embrace my truth. And, like, the more that I embraced, like, I came away from that because, I don't know, it was changing me into something that I didn't even recognize.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, who is that girl? Like, no, like, that's not you. Like, fun, flirty stuff. You know, like, shameless skin.
Yeah.
I might twerk a little bit or something.
Period.
Like, this was changing me into something that I'm like, this is not something, you know. But the more that I came into my truth of who Vontae is, I love trap music, I love rap music, and I love laughing, I'm gonna have a time, I might cuss, you know what I'm saying? Like,
these are all parts of you.
Right.
These are all parts of you, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. And the more that I embrace who I am, I feel like when you are true to yourself, confidence automatically kind of comes with that. And so I took to body confidence more because that's an area that I was attacked in, I guess you could say, the most. So I had to fall in love, like, with my body again. I had to fall in love with, like I said, like, God made me sexy, you know, like, really embrace and be okay with embodying that and exuding that, because church culture teaches you that sexy is bad, that it's nasty, that it's lustful, but really being sexy is just the ability to have sex appeal naturally. Like, and some people, it just comes out of them, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's not nasty. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not pornographic.
Yeah.
It's just sex appeal. Like, you have that. And that brought confidence too, because it's like, it's okay to be sexy and love God. Like,
period.
It's okay to, you know what I'm saying? You have certain features about yourself. You don't have to be ashamed of that or try to hide that, you know, because somebody at your church told you, oh, your booty too big, you gotta walk around with a garment. I've had that happen to me before. On stage in front of
Everybody.
Like a room full of people. That was so humiliating.
Sit you down in the middle of service. Your skirt too short. Go on, sit down.
It's not to hide yourself. It's to hide behind shame. It's to, no, I'm going to be confident in who I am. I'm going to wear the clothes that accentuate my curves.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? If you can't handle it, baby, close your eyes. And a lot of the times I found that people who are so bothered, by that, is because they have a level of shame about themselves. A lot of stuff I went through really was just projection.
Yes.
Or it's a hatred for a certain type of woman, a certain type of body type, a certain skin tone, a certain, this, that. We see that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, even just in culture, period.
Yeah.
So it's like, it'd be a lot of hatred in the mix. Like,
yeah.
People will project that onto you, but you have to know who you are. You got to sit comfortably in that. So now, I don't care. Like, I just stopped caring. Because I'm like, I can't live my life. There was a point in time where I was living my life covered up, hiding in shame. I was just fearful of men, just all of that. And I still was getting the same attacks. Why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for?
Right.
I'm just going to live my life. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be true to myself. And that's it.
That's it.
I can't please people. And I got tired. I just got tired. I'm done. Like,
yeah.
And I had to look for myself. And that naturally brought on confidence. Because, like, you don't have that fake pressure. You don't have those burdens, you know what I'm saying, of carrying people's projections and carrying their shame because they, don't like this. Well, I would never. Women who wear stuff like that. Oh, okay, well, maybe those women feel comfortable,
That part. And just because it makes you uncomfortable don't make it wrong. Like, it's uncomfortable for you for whatever reason, but that's something that you need to deal with. Don't come over here putting that on me. I like this. I like my big legs. I want to show my legs. I don't want to wear no stockings. I want to show my legs because I like them. It ain't for you. It ain't for him. It's for me.
Right, because you always got to be doing something for some man.
You always got to be doing that. You trying to tempt my husband. Girl, anybody think about your husband? Somebody want his old dusty butt?
In my inbox before when I was married and I posted a picture or a video or something, a female talking about, what do you need to be doing all that for and you married? I said, because I'm a hot girl and you hot-ish.
What? No, you a hot girl and you do hot shit. Period. I'll say it for her. Wait, what?
I know she was like, what? Baby, bye.
It's so
I'm not getting married
funny.
and become, like, no, I'm not losing myself.
Yeah.
Are you serious? It's a lot of mindsets, I think, too, like, in the Black community that's just off.
Trash. Trash.
But, I mean, like you said, just because it makes you uncomfortable, that don't mean that it's wrong.
Yeah. Well, how you know my man don't like it?
Or support it.
Hello? Like, you just over there assuming, because, yeah.
But body confidence is a big thing, because I want to inspire women to love themselves, be confident, in themselves and not hide. Like, girl, show them who you are, baby.
Period.
Work it. They used to say, work what your mama gave you.
Yes.
Thank you for that. No, like, as long as you ain't out here naked and, like,
I mean, if you is, that's your business. That's your business. That's your business.
Like, it is what it is. But I just feel like I don't have time to shame people. Like, because I lived in shame for so long.
Yeah.
I know what that feels like, so I feel like I have a personal duty to kind of bring light, to people. Like, hey, you don't have to hide who you are. You don't have to hide behind yourself.
Yeah. It's okay. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because I am definitely in a space now that I'm learning how to love myself for me. And like I said, I've always loved certain parts of me, and certain parts I'll be like, no, I don't like that, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm also learning to love those parts too, because it's all a part of me. Like, there's no point of me downing myself or saying it's not good enough because it don't look like how somebody else look or what I would desire for it to look like. It does not matter. This is what you have right now. Be grateful for it. Be happy that you have all of this, like, or whatever. So now I'm just living in a space, and it's really a lot of mental work with that. And I'm really trying to like constantly speak positively towards myself instead of tearing myself down. Like, don't give other people that power. Like, I got it from other people saying, what you, that ain't, don't live in that space. Like, no, can't nobody tear me down.
Push against the grain, because like you said, you have to work through, certain mentalities. Like when I was in church and stuff, I used to not buy certain outfits that I thought were so cute and would look so nice on me, because I'm like, if I get caught seen in this, baby, it's gonna be the end of the world. That's not healthy.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
Buy stuff, like, you have to be proactive about, you know what I'm saying, going against that stuff. People might say, "Oh, you're being a rebel." I'm 35 years old. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can wear.
That part, grown, okay.
Hard-earned coins, like, sorry. Sorry.
And you grown now, okay? Grown.
So they done messed up and let me get grown.
Yeah.
That's why they be like, don't listen to her.
Don't listen to her.
She's a Jezebel. She's a witch. Baby, I'm the sweetest person.
Yeah. And
I've actually met some witches who are sweethearts. And they just by conversation revealed that they were into witchcraft and stuff like that. More power to you, baby. I don't want to be on your bad side.
Don't come over here with that.
People, they stick together.
Yeah.
They support one another.
But it just goes with the saying of, that's just society in general. When we don't understand something, we try to cast it out like it's demonic, it's bad, it's this. Just because you lack the knowledge of understanding. And nor do we have been conditioned and taught and trained not to want to understand certain things like that. So I just, it's a whole thing. For me and where I am, it's a whole thing. Like, I just... whatever, y'all, whatever. Anyway, I ain't even gonna get off into that because I could go a whole nother place, but it's cool. So, where is your self-esteem now?
It's a work in progress. I feel like I've come a long way. I would never been able to do anything remotely close to this.
Yeah.
Like, I was in a bad space. But I feel like I've progressed a lot, and I'm very, very proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself for, like, just owning my truth. I love opportunities where I can, do that and shed light. The time that I went viral, I was scared to, like, initially tell my story. But then seeing how many people it saved, like, blew my mind. So you just never know what living in your truth does. And I'm a stickler of that now. And that helps build my confidence. Like, the more authentic I am, the more true to me that I am, is building my confidence, my courage and within myself. And as far as my self-esteem, it's still a work in progress. I still have to every day, because there are mindsets. Like you said, you have to speak positive over yourself. You have to have affirmations. You have to do bold acts. A huge thing for me was modeling. I've always wanted to model. And people always just say, "Oh my God, you're so pretty. You need to model." But I never had the confidence or the esteem for it, because I was conditioned to hide. Yeah. And we model, you gotta show yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And them poses, them outfits and stuff, you have to show yourself. So one bold thing that I did to break myself out of, like, body shaming myself, and negative self-image was to get behind that camera and work. You know what I'm saying? And that started building my confidence. So I think that the thing that scares you, you got to do it.
Yeah.
The thing that scares you, you're confident. If it's going outside with your shoulders out, because you would never do that. Do that. Do that. And go a whole day. Don't think about it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? That is going to build your esteem within yourself and your self-image.
Yes.
So I do both things all the time. Like I said, I would never have worn no blonde hair back.
Yeah.
I would have took it out before I even got to church. Like, wouldn't have been none of that. Like,
yeah.
I wore blonde hair one time, and I had a conversation, and I was just like, okay, let me take it out. You know, ain't none of that. I'm living 100% for SheVante. It's not that I don't care who it offends, but I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't.
But
I don't.
My life, my body, my
that part. Your free will.
My free will. It is what it is, and it feels great to not have so many chains holding me down. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Because I care too much and was trying to please so many people and just trying to keep up this perfect image. And
yeah.
That's not what God wanted for me. It's not.
It's not. It's definitely not. Yeah, so like the modeling thing, that was one of the ways that you built up your confidence and self-esteem and whatever. And you spoke on like some affirmations and you doing bold acts. I also like try to do that. I gained a lot of weight during the pandemic or whatever. And I used to buy myself really big clothes to kind of like try to hide it, but obviously you could still see or whatever. And like, my husband was telling me at the time, like, why are you wearing stuff like that? And I was like, cause I'm so big, I don't feel comfortable with myself no more. Like, just trying to hide. But like, why? It don't make sense. Like, dress how you've been dressing. Be you. Like, still express yourself. So I'm definitely tapping back into that. Got back into like me buying sexy lingerie. It ain't for nobody but me. Like, got me some sexy robes. Like, just jazz it up. I love doing my makeup. When I ain't got nowhere to go, just do your makeup. Like, be cute in the house, chilling. For yourself.
It's a point in time where I didn't like looking in the mirror. With as cute as my little buddy is, I wouldn't look in the mirror. I'd just be getting ready. You know, like, that's how bad my shame was.
Wow.
So I had to like start looking at myself, like getting ready and, you know, fall in love with my features and like things get deep, and that's why it's so important to be kind, especially if you're gonna call yourself a Christian, because while you're putting so much shame onto a person, you don't know what that person is dealing with internally. Adding that extra stuff to that could be the thing that make or break a person. Seriously,
Jesus, yes.
It can push a person into suicide. You can push a person into such a negative space that they hate themselves.
Yes.
You have to. If y'all take nothing else from anything that we've said, because, you know, people come and they be ready to be on defense and be offended, just really assess. The basis of Christianity is love.
Yes.
The basis of what Jesus did was love. And you can't, and the Bible even say, He don't care about your gift. If you've not loved, you go put that on the altar and you're going to make it right. I don't ever want to be known as a person who, you know, push somebody into a bad space, not purposely.
Right.
That's with me. I can't guarantee you that I'm not going to clap back at you and hurt your feelings, because leave me alone.
Right.
I'm still working on that.
Yes. You're human.
You're actively, willfully,
maliciously
going after people to make them feel bad in an attempt to uplift yourself. You are wrong.
Period.
Because you don't know what that person is dealing with.
Yeah.
Your behavior, your actions can be the thing could turn them away from God.
That part.
I was this close. That one situation I was telling you about, that prophetess lady, I was this close. I remember crying in my husband's arms and telling him I hate church people. I hate them. Watching so many people believe her lies and side with her because I'm out of church.
Yeah.
So I gotta be the one facilitating all this crazy stuff. It couldn't be her because she's in church. And if they only knew the half, that's why I don't jump on nobody's bandwagon.
Hello? Listen, that's real though. Because we so quick to do that. Like, oh no, oh yeah, my friend, oh, okay, let's get on over there. Like, but no, like people be really out here maliciously trying to hurt people in the name of God.
Yeah. They do it in the dark. They do it in the name of God and all of that. And it's just, it get real weird.
Yeah.
Because baby, what God told you to do that?
That ain't the God I read about.
Your enemy.
Right.
I don't know which one.
Right. And look
That's
at
why I said there's a lot of confliction in the Bible because people, they, at the end of the day, you're gonna do and you're gonna take that stuff and apply it to how you see fit. Like,
so that's a question. Like, okay, so you said that a few times. I don't know if I ascribe to or prescribe to that necessarily. Like the Bible being conflicted, I think it's more so the teachings of men trying to make it fit what they want it to make it more conducive to their goal or their mission or whatever, feeding their ego or their power trip, whatever. I think a lot of stuff gets flooded. That's why I was like we really have to know him for ourselves. We got to do our own reading, praying, connecting, all that type of stuff outside of what a preacher, teacher, whatever is telling you, so you can know. Because I could easily go to church every Sunday, Wednesday, whatever service they have, constantly getting fed from these people. But again, this is just a small nucleus core people. Like they could believe what they believe and be teaching that and feeding that to the congregation. And then you step outside and you learn, oh, this is what that really meant. That's this not. But you said. But you, okay, wait. I'm confused. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had those moments. Like, I promise you, when I stepped outside of my church and I was singing with this group at the time, that's what opened me up. And I was like, wait, that's not, everybody ain't doing this? Like, I'm thinking we all in unison, like on one accord. No. This is your own little, each church got their own little thing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's just, that's why you gotta know them for yourself. You have to have that connection for yourself. And a lot of things that I experienced and that fed to my not having confidence in myself, not having high self-esteem with myself is because I listened for so long to people telling me that, no, that's not your gift, or no, that's not for you. Or no, you can't aspire to do something like that. Like, but God told me. I heard it plain as day. He showed me what to do. Oh, you too young. Let me put somebody else over you that got more age than you as far as experience, but they ain't living a nickel worth of nothing, or they don't have the heart or desire that God has placed in me to push this thing forward. But it's girl, it's just so much. It's so much.
Push against that, you rebellious.
Yeah.
All
types of stuff.
It's too much. Like, it's just be too much to sort through. That's why I like where I'm at now. I'm just real chill, peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm confident in the decisions that I make. You know what I'm saying? Every decision gonna come with something. So I'm confident in those things, but I don't have that anxiety and fear attached to it now.
Yeah. So where are you now with your whole, like you said, you had your viral moment on TikTok and everything like that. And like I said, I've been following you throughout the years of your journey and all that type of stuff. So like, I know you said you're still figuring it out. So you don't have a set thing that you're doing right now that you want to kind of like keep pushing in that direction, or are you got some ideas?
Confidence thing for sure. Like I got into like the Amazon influencer program. That was a great opportunity because Amazon really coming up on their fashions. So try to like model things that I would wear from there.
Yes. Yes.
So I really, honestly, if anything, it would just be that, like pushing to, you know, that whole self-love thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the best way to do that is just to live it.
Yes.
Just to live it and be like a real person and not a curated Instagram timeline. You know, I'm coming away from a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of work. It's a lot of
work.
I feel like just living in the moment and capturing those real moments, having conversations like this.
Yeah.
Like help to bring things full circle and make it real. Life be life.
Life be life, and period.
But sometimes when you're looking at a person's profile, you see that they highlight real.
That's it.
Real.
And that's
going on. I kind of want to come away from that a little bit because I can be very polished.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always gonna give a look.
Yes.
And not saying that I'm gonna come and look, you know, run down or anything.
Yeah.
I'm restructuring to me what I put out,
mm-hmm.
you know, what's important to me, mm-hmm. and, you know, so I got some work to do.
Yes. I heard, I don't even know what I was listening to. I'm always listening to a book, podcast, something all the time. So, but I heard the other day, somebody said, the reason why people like our previous president, that I won't give name on here, okay. And people like that, that win and constantly people follow behind them is because they're being their authentic self. Like him, for example, is not a curated, he's just being his dumb, plain, regular, schmegular self. And people love that. They like the authenticness, the authenticity. Am I saying that right? Part of people. It's when you present one thing. This is the problem with presenting or performing. Right. When you present one thing, a curated version of yourself, and then the curtain is pulled back, and people see, oh, that ain't you at all times. Right, like, because they put you on a pedestal. And they put you in this bracket like, oh, she doing this. That's so great. Like, I aspire to be that way. Like, I want to be like that. And when you show like, no, I'm real, just like you. I struggle just like you. I have moments just like you. They like, oh, that's not what I signed up for. I thought you was, I was aspiring to be what you are. But now you showing me you just like me. So what we doing here? You know?
That's why I felt like I lost a lot of my church following, because it's like, I don't know, we want
the prom primper curated version. We want you to
the
show
stuff.
Yeah.
Even when I was in like purity culture heavy, I still would be honest about stuff like, I like sex, baby. I don't know.
Yeah.
How this gonna work? But we gonna try it.
We gonna try it. You did.
Being me.
Yes.
But it's just like I needed to. I'm all about alignment, and if it don't align, I will not be responsible for misleading people into thinking.
Yes, my therapist says that all the time. If it ain't in alignment with you, baby, it ain't for you. It ain't for you. You have to evaluate stuff. You have to look at it at face value for what it is, not what it could potentially be, not what they showed you it could be. Like, pay attention. Open your eyes. Like, look at it. And the same thing like you were saying earlier, like the core values and stuff. That's something, another thing my therapist tells me all the time. Like, write down your core values, your core beliefs. And if that person ain't in alignment with that, then that ain't, again, for you. Like, stand on who you are. Have a standard about yourself to the point that I'm not going to waver who I am to make you comfortable. I curse. It's not the most flattering. It's not like I want to all the time. Like, I'm just like, but it's a part of me. So I'm not gonna censor myself for you. It's right. I'm not gonna censor myself because I know some church folks gonna watch this and be like, "Oh, she on that cussing." Now you ain't got to deliver it like that. Yes, I do, because this is me.
But here's the thing: they watch it's a lot of them that still watch and follow me, and I feel like they secretly inspired.
Absolutely, they wish.
I don't. It's so many people that I disconnected from because I think a lot of them are fluffy. I think you fake. I don't believe in who you are. Is like you completely morphed. But I get it because I went through that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't follow what I don't like. I don't follow what doesn't inspire me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even mad at it. You know what I'm saying?
Like be real with yourself. Like you're constantly following me and looking and checking in and all that type of stuff because you secretly wish that you had the courage enough to live your life out loud. But unfortunately, you got to live vicariously through me.
Shake up, like, babe. Come on now, it's a life to live, and you're putting too much on hold, or you know. But that's another.
Baby, I'm not gonna dim my light any longer for anybody.
I don't be caring no more.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't.
Lit up. It'd be like hundreds of people. And then like, you know how Facebook show you the others count?
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
Yeah.
So that's people who watch you who not in your friends list.
Yeah. So you want to search my name. Thank you. Thank you.
They can follow you, but if they're not in your friends list, Facebook isn't going to show who they are.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about views being the 30s. I'll be like, what is so spectacular about my life? But I think it's just you living in your truth is attractive.
Yes. Yes.
And whether people agree or not, like I think we all can agree that like it is refreshing seeing people living their truth, living their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't gotta like it.
You ain't got to agree with it. You're right. You liking something.
Right.
And that's fine. Like that's definitely where I'm at in my life. I don't have time to people please any longer. I'm not here to make you like me, to force myself up on you. You can't see how great and dope and wonderful I am without me like throwing myself on you or going like I'm not in that space no more. I don't need it. I don't need anybody that's not for me in my circle or around me. I don't need it.
No.
You hold no value any longer
in
here.
Some ways, right. Because caring too much about what people think or say, they're going to talk.
Regardless.
Good or bad. And I've experienced it.
Yeah.
So, firsthand. So why not just live your life?
Live your life, be beautiful.
And you don't got to do it spitefully.
No.
You know, like, just to show them. It's just like, no, it's just, I'm just going to do bad.
Yeah, I'm just doing me. Like, I'm happy in my skin and everything. You gonna get this fupa. You finna get this back rolls. Okay. You about to get all of it. And baby, I'm gonna be happy about these. Right. You finna get these arms. You finna get it all. Because that's me. And I'm happy to be me.
And that's a beautiful place to arrive at. Instead of feeling like you gotta hide or, you know what I mean?
Or be ashamed of your past. Right. That's another thing. Like,
okay.
Being ashamed of your past. Yes, I made mistakes. I've done things that I'm not proud of, but I'm still here. I live and I learn. And don't you hold me accountable. Who are you to hold anybody accountable to anything from their past?
Right.
What you doing presently?
I am bound. This person I've evolved into, like, you want to get to know her. Because I'm not the girl from my past. You know
that part.
Like, oh, no, let her go.
Yes, she's gone. She's gone.
Like, that's how you get over shame. Like, you gotta own who you are. You gotta own your past. You have to own your mistakes. It is what it is. Everybody got something. Got something.
That's okay. This is the last part about the church. That's what really bothers me, for real, to my core, is that some people in the church will shame you and talk down to you and make you feel some type of way about yourself and your current circumstances because, when they know that they've been there before, but they try to act like they ain't never been in that position before. Girl, you used to be out here busting it wide open.
Especially to like sexual stuff.
That's what
I've seen that. It's like, come on.
You was out. I heard about your sister Bernice. You was out here in these streets. Now don't come over here trying to treat me talking about girl. You can't be. It's so. And why you can't? Why you can't do it in love?
Right.
Why you can't come to me and say, "Hey, listen, I've lived a life." Like, be honest. Don't be like, right. I know what it's like. Listen, I know what you're doing. I've been there, done it. I know what you was doing last night, girl.
Okay.
But let me help you out. Like, just be real. If they would just have those conversations, listen, I'll be like, you did that? Right. Oh, girl, okay. I see where you, okay, well, listen.
Just show me your scars.
Hello?
So I don't have to reach for this unattainable perfection that does not exist.
Listen.
That's why I stopped purity culture, because it don't, what is the end goal?
Baby.
And God told me, I feel like I never required that for you to get close to me.
Oh, gee.
Excuse me?
SheVante.
Because it's not contingent upon my works. God loves me unconditionally, and I don't have to show him, oh, okay, I can give you my body for 17 years, and that proof makes me holy. Didn't need it.
I didn't ask you.
Be holy, the holiest of holies. What is my little frail attempts? What does that do for him?
That part. I didn't ask that of you.
He already holy.
I didn't ask that of you. I asked that you love me. He created us for that.
So hardcore was just really, I feel like, unhealthy. And
yes.
That's what I feel like that statement was for. Like, I didn't require that you do all of this. Like, you really gave up who you were to fit some identity, you know, and some, I used to be ashamed to say that. But then when I look back, I'm like, everybody in church knowing that.
And whether they want to believe it or not, whether they want to take the blinders off or not.
Yeah.
I'm just no longer going to assimilate.
Who's done it. And it's like, it's so sad because there's so much more to life outside of church.
Mm-hmm.
I've had conversations with people like, okay, so what I want you to do, I want you to go find a hobby, go find something that you love and enjoy, go travel, do something outside of church before you lose yourself in this.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And they did, and some of those people are thriving right now.
Yes. Yes. Because they chose themselves. They chose to love themselves. They got the confidence to step out on faith and like move forward in their life. Like, come on.
Even if it's one person that you touch, I feel like with your purpose, it don't have to be millions or thousands.
Yeah.
I feel like your purpose was fulfilled.
Yes.
You know, so if that means living in your truth, you change somebody's whole life trajectory because it was one decision away. You know, and just by you showing up as yourself and living in your truth, you help that person, and I feel like purpose was served. That's why I don't look at purpose as like this one thing anymore. It can be anything because you can influence anybody. You can impact anyone. I work downtown, so I try to smile at people I come into contact with because sometimes you might run into that person who's on the edge, and in their head they're like, if this person don't smile at me, I'm gonna do this. It's that serious for people.
It's that serious. It's that serious. Yep.
But that was purpose.
Yes.
You essentially could have saved someone's life with a smile.
Yep.
With a hello.
Yeah.
You know, being at the right place at the right time. There are so many ways to fulfill purpose in life. So I don't look at it as just like one call, even though some people may, but I don't.
Yeah.
I feel like there are so many different aspects to fulfill a purpose.
Yes.
Really, it's just availability.
Period. Come on. I'm available to you. Yes. Come on. That's really what it is, SheVante. My God, you preaching. Listen.
It don't got nothing to do with your looks and all of that. And
it's the availability. Can I use you?
Who was available? You know? Who used their voice and said, hey, I went through something. You know, who came behind shame and said, even if a person never chooses God, I feel like the purpose is still fulfilled because, and I don't want to live my life ever that distracted to where I can't see moments of purpose. I've been in situations where I felt like if I wasn't there, I remember this one time. I used to go to this what is it called? It's like a little park, river, or whatever. So I had came one day, and to the right of me, I don't know what. Someone just told me to park where I parked. So it was a van to the left of me, and this woman to the right of me, she had on scrubs. So I guess she was like in the healthcare field or whatever. And she was smoking a cigarette, scrolling on her phone. But I noticed the man in the van, it seemed like he was agitated when I pulled up. Because I felt like he had been staring at her. So he comes out the van onto my side. He opened the door, and it's no seats. So I just felt like if I had not pulled up, like I think he would have tried to do something to her. It was just a certain energy that he was giving off. And I feel like he was mad because I can't park where I park. So it's like just, things like that. Like right place, right time, being available, and where, being a little sensitive to what's going on around you.
Yes. Being present in the moment.
We can't walk around here being nasty all the time. And full of gossip. It's slander. Like, you really gotta...
Full of hate.
Right. You'll miss the moments.
To be used. My God. Everybody God used in the Bible, they were available, baby. They were available.
Yeah. And it ain't even the religious.
Yeah.
Either they just was out about their way, doing things. Oh, a burning bush.
Oh. Yeah. Just because you go to the church every day, that ain't making you available.
Right.
Especially if you up in there raising hell.
Right. And that's the point of getting that.
Yeah.
You be doing all of that, the works, and that's wonderful, but still miss the purpose.
Miss the purpose. And your purpose is to be on this earth, being beautiful, being confident, being kind, being peaceful, being present, and being great and living your life, because that's why he gave it to you, for you to live it. If your purpose was done and dried up, you wouldn't be here no more.
Right. I appreciate that.
Yes.
A lot of people try to fight to make you feel like you're purposeless, like, especially when I leave church. And that's the case. I've had more purposeful moments, like more intentional conversations. I probably never would be open to having a conversation with someone who's like an open witch, like, but I just scared, but it was just be nice. Just
be nice.
Have a conversation. You don't know why people chose certain paths for themselves. And she's a great person.
Yes, I'm here for it. Listen, this has been an amazing time and conversation. I don't want it to end. I really don't.
This one's gonna be a heavy one for this.
Listen. Listen, they're gonna be like, what the heck they up in here talking about? If you offended, we talking about you.
But I think it's healthy. I love
it is
healthy conversations. One conversation can change so much.
It can change so much.
Listening, like you listen, and I don't care. Some people just live to be offended, but if you want to take the time to listen, actually listen.
And let it be a source. Obviously, if you hear this, even though if you came here with the intention just to be nosy, but if you hear this, I pray and ask God that it will spark something inside of you. It will prick your heart. It will make you reevaluate yourself and check yourself and see, like, am I displaying this? Am I moving in kindness? Am I moving in purpose? Am I moving like I'm available? Like, if that's what you choose to do, am I putting good things into the earth? Am I causing confusion? Like, be honest with yourself. Because we all have moments. Like, I'm not going to sit here and profess like I've been perfect. I've gossiped. I've talked about people. I've shamed people. Like, but we're here to learn, to heal, to grow, to be better, and help somebody else not have to go through all of that turmoil in order to be a whole person.
Right.
So that's the whole point. That's the whole point. It's not to cast stones at the church. I love the church. I really do. But it's good and bad people everywhere you go.
Oh, yeah.
And they can be in high positions or not. It does not matter. The point is that we need to keep our eyes open and be vigilant about what we exposing ourselves to, and what we allow to be in our space and share our energy with. Because everybody is not deserving of it. Even in the church.
Even in the church.
So, listen, I am excited. I've been waiting for this podcast. Like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I'm super excited for where you are in your life right now. And I mean, like I said, we kind of in the same place. We trying to figure it out. But listen, I'm not going to sit here and be silent while I'm trying to figure it out. Because somebody else can be in the same situation with us trying to figure out, like, what's my next step? What should I do? Whatever. Look, speak your truth, live in your truth, stand in who you are, have some standards about yourself, and be comfortable with not feeling comfortable, okay? Because that's, it's easy to assimilate and just kind of be like, well, I'm just going to be over here like everybody else. No, that ain't where God called me to be. I'm sorry. I can't. I gotta go forward. Gotta go forward. Listen, for real, it's a whole thing, but
body confidence, self-love, how to rebuild yourself after, any level of hurt, or that you've experienced, definitely reach out to me.
Yes. I definitely encourage you all to do so. SheVante is definitely a light in this world. And it's a light that we all need to experience for sure. A lot of people are going through a lot of dark times and really just don't know which way to go or what to do or whatever. And she's definitely somebody y'all should go follow and not to, be putting her on no pedestal or nothing like that. But no, like, just living life for real, out loud. I applaud you, girl. I am here for all the things. For sure. So we're going to close it out with the last segment, as we always do, called Speak Life, okay? And, as I always say, this segment is a call to action for you and myself. We're going to do an affirmation today. And this affirmation, I'm just going to leave it with you to hold on to until next time, y'all, okay? The affirmation for today is confidence is my first, middle, and last name, okay? The affirmation again is confidence is my first, middle, and last name. Okay? So what you gonna call me? Confidence. That's right. That's who I am. You heard it. You say it. You write it down. You remind yourself to speak it and make it happen. Because, child, life be life in us all. Love y'all. Thank you so much, SheVante. You've been wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. See y'all next time.